And we're live. Hans, this is for you. It is another private YouTube for you and what I call the two queens and his most sacred honor, Joseph Edery. And I have maintained my entire life, not my entire life, I would say the last 30 years. I'm honest. I'm honest, and I say to a fault. I am honest to a fault because we live in a dishonest world, as everyone knows. It's not easy to be honest, and I mean honest. You follow me? So, my German friend, I had a German friend once, Dieter Backhaus. Dieter. Him and his mom left Germany with a shoebox because the SS killed his daddy. I love Dieter. Oh, he used to say, "You are my leader." Anyway, I digress, but Dieter Backhaus. So let's get transparent, shall we? Now, I will be the first one to raise my hand and give honor, homage, and respect to the Jews. In fact, if anybody with half a brain cell would take a look at the Jewish history, they would believe in Yahweh. How could any species on the planet endure such pain and suffering and still uphold their faith? Hello? Life leaves clues, as they say, or I heard once. So all attention and focus is as Ephraim and Judah, and I think even Yoshi has brought up Ephraim. Is it Ephraim? I want to say it right now. Very serious about Jew, Hebrew, going back to the roots. So am I. When I stumbled or synchronistically came upon His Honor Joseph Edery, I made it clear my story of metaphysics. As within, so without, as above, so below. God created us in the image of. When we say I am, we are announcing God. We can and do manifest, everything around, everything you see. The computer was once an invisible thought, and then it manifested. Much like meeting the Honorable Joseph Edery, much like you now, Temple Coin. However, gentlemen and gentle ladies, I was raised as a Christian. I don't have any problem with Christianity at all. I see its perfection, actually. Well, the Hebrews do not. Some of them not. You have Jews for Jesus, which is a good sign. Hans, I truly don't know where you stand when it comes to Reb Shua, Jesus Cristo. I know where I stand, and I stand on this, sir. Please hear me out. I met a woman who, via my ex-wife, who was what I call a metaphysicist. In other words, she read about the mind, the consciousness, New Age, so to speak. And I met her in the fullness of time, and we had both been studying for 30 years. We'd even purchased the same books. She was a Christian and Roman Catholic. I hope this is not creating any stir or emotion. I will continue. If not, sir, air. Met her online, up in the cloud. Up in the cloud. It's metaverse. You've heard of that, Mark Zuckerberg? Well, it's been around for about 20 years, and we have a kingdom up there. She has created pixels, has a temple, has clubs, it has anything we want it to be. It'd be a German club. Roll out the barrel. Let's put it aside. We get together, and I went on a journey with her and what happened was a revelation. Instead of going into a long, boring story with you, Hans, We had a revelation about the sacrifice of the perfect man. When that perfect man, born of the Virgin Mary, who is still looked at as a bastard and even conveyed a bastard through I'll say the old Sanhedrin court belief system. I take umbrage and I have issue with that. He knows that. It's okay. I'm still here. So is he. Because it's all funny, right? Or is it? So something occurred after a 6-month mental discipline exercise out of love for this female. This female. What came about was the recognition, sir, and a web page had been created. We still own it, but we want to transition it. Called The Perfect Life. The Perfect Life. What is that? Well, the perfect life is the following. There are 2.2 billion Christians on this earth, and all of them think they're sinners. And when you're told you're a sinner and you think you're a sinner, well, then that's what you manifest. And we had a revelation of, wait a minute, it is finished was spoken at the death of that perfect man. It is finished. Or in the Greek word, as my fiance, the other metaphysicist came up with, teltelestai, redeemed, a business term. Redemption, you're redeemed. You're redeemed, man. I don't see it anymore. In fact, Isaiah, the first and only time, Papa Hashem says, come on, children, let's reason together. 118, Isaiah 118. Let's reason together. Sit down, you unruly little bitches. Doing those bad things. You know I don't like. I don't want to kill you this time. Looks back to Sodom and Gomorrah and Noah. Now I'm going to sacrifice. Create a blazing light. I can't see you. I know you're there. But all I see is perfection if you, in faith, in your mind, accept this sacrifice. You are perfect. Right there was the crux. We're not sinners. We're perfect. This started a year ago. We are perfect. We created a website, theperfectlife.org. And subsequently, since we have maintained metaphysically and believe, accept as true, as Christians, that we are perfect because there was a sacrifice made for us. For us, a sacrifice was made for us. It's 2022 AD because of that sacrifice. It's 5782 in Hebrew terms because that sacrifice sits in abeyance. Since me and two queens, one's in the United Kingdom, one's in the United States. Chaim and Boaz, these two women didn't know each other. They have accepted their perfection in that sacrifice, as I have. And our lives, we have documented, proven our lives have incrementally, just like a acorn, a seed growing. It doesn't, it slowly grows. So that is important. I share is where I'm coming from, and the economy knowledge, but that's where I'm coming from. And to help. Jews first, Germans second, United States third. Go!